I'll be discussing with you now about the chakras in the human body. See, there are, as we are aware, seven major chakras, namely the Sahasrara, Agna, Vishuddha, Anahata, Manipura, Swadhisthana, and Muladhara. Because experts also feel that there are many more chakras, but we will focus our discussion mostly on these seven major chakras. The chakras are the circular vortexes of energy that are placed in seven different points on the spinal column, and all the seven chakras are connected to the various organs and glands within the body. So these chakras, they are responsible for distributing the life energy, which is also known as the prana. And the outer universe, as we are aware, is a highly complex system of many interrelated sources of energy or points of energy, such as your sun, planets, stars, and many other heavenly bodies. So, same way, the material and the subtle bodies of human beings, they are also a network of life energy points known as the chakras, which reflect and react on one another. So these chakras are the points in the bodies into which the universal life force, what we call the Vishwa Prana, flows. And without that constant flow, the bodies would become dormant and disintegrate. That is, they die. So the chakras are the reservoirs and transformers of the cosmic power. So these are, there are also, in addition to this, many subsidiary chakras called as the Adharas. So, like satellites, they are the reservoirs of pranic energies. And the chakras are the energy centers. Although most people have heard of seven major chakras, and some experts say there are many. The human body is a complex energy form. In addition to the chakras, it also has 72,000 nadis, or the energy channels, along which the vital energy or the prana moves. So when the nadis meet at different points in the body, they form a triangle, and we call this triangle a chakra, which means wheel. And we call it a wheel because it symbolizes the growth, the dynamism, and the movement. And some of these centers are very powerful, while others are not that powerful. At different levels, these energy centers produce different qualities in a human being. Fundamentally, any spiritual path can be described as a journey from the base chakra, called the Mooladhara, which is located at the base of the spine, to the Sahasrara, which is located at the top of the head. So this journey of movement from the Mooladhara to Sahasrara, it is from one dimension to another. So it may happen in many different ways and various yogic practices, so they can affect this movement. So coming to Mooladhara, it is the root chakra which is at the base of the spine. It connects the mind and body, and it also controls the sciatic nerves and the parasympathetic nervous system. So this is the very basic foundation of life, this Mooladhara. In the physical body, your energies need to be in the Mooladhara chakra to some extent, otherwise you cannot exist at all. So if this Mooladhara chakra alone is dominant, then food and sleep will be predominant factors in your life. So coming to the second chakra, after Mooladhara is the Swadhisthana, so which is beneath the belly button, and it connects, or it is connected with the pleasure, well-being and vitality. So this Swadhisthana, if your energies move into Swadhisthana, you are a pleasure seeker. So if the energy levels in this Swadhisthana are very good, the Swadhisthana chakra, which is located just above the genital organs, you will be a very good pleasure seeker. And when this chakra is active, you enjoy the physical world in so many better ways compared to a person who is only, about food and sleep. And then comes the Manipura. So it is in the stomach area, it corresponds to the self-confidence, wisdom and self-discipline. So if your energy moves into the Manipuraka, the Manipura or the Manipuraka chakra, what we call, located just below the navel, you are a practical man in the world and you are all about action. So you can do many things, many things. You are a creative person, a person who is creative in nature, like an artist or an actor. And the other one is the Anahata. So the is also called as the heart chakra, which is in the center of the chest. It influences the professional and the personal relationships. And any imbalances in this chakra will affect oxygen content, the hormones, the tissues, and the organ control. So the lower three chakras, they are mainly concerned with our physical existence. Anahata is a combination of both the body and the spirit. So it's a meeting place for both the survival and the enlightenment chakras. So the next chakra is the Vishuddhi, which literally means filter. So Vishuddhi is located in the area of your throat. It corresponds to the immunity and the verbal communication. So if your energies, are good in the Vishuddhi chakra, if they move into the Vishuddhi, you become a very powerful human being. So a person can be powerful in many ways. So a person can become so powerful that if he just sits, even if he sits in one place, things will happen for him. So he can manifest the life beyond the limitations of the time and space. And then coming to the Agna. So this chakra is located between the eyebrows. So this is the third eye. The chakra has to do with this chakra has to do with the intuition. It's connected with the intuition. So if your energies are good in this chakra, energy levels are good, the energies move into the Agna chakra located between your eyebrows, you are intellectually enlightened. You have attained a new balance and a peace within you. So the outside no longer disturbs you, but you are still physically not liberated. And coming to the next Sahasrara, the crown chakra, what we call, which is at the crown of the head, it symbolizes the spiritual connection. So this is the chakra of highest order. So if your energies are very good and if they move into the Sahasrara, at the crown of your head, you become spiritual beyond all reasons and you will simply burst with no reason whatsoever. So chakras, they have more than one dimension to them. One dimension is their physical existence, but they also have a spiritual dimension. And this means that they can be completely transformed into a new dimension. So if you bring the right kind of awareness, the same Mooladhara that uh, craves food and sleep, it can become absolutely free from the process of food and sleep. So if one wants to go beyond food and sleep, one needs to transform the Mooladhara to an elevated or evolved state. So to move from Mooladhara to Agna, from the lowest of these seven chakras to the second highest, there are many procedures, methods, and processes through which one can raise his energies. But from Agna to Sahasrara, so the sixth chakra to the highest chakra, that is sixth to seventh, there is no path. All the first six chakras, there is a path, they are connected and the energy can move. But between the sixth and the seventh, there is no path, you can only jump there. So, in a way, you have to jump upward. So, the question of going step by step to that dimension, it does not really arise. So, there is no way, there is no path. So, it is for this reason that spiritual traditions have emphasized the significance of a guru's role in one's realization or spiritual attainment. So, guru literally means the dispeller of darkness. So, you can only jump into an ocean of enlightenment, the depth of which you do not know. So, most people due to a lack of total knowledge or practice just get stuck in the Agna chakra. So when this happens, peacefulness is the highest state they will attain, and they will know only the peace as the highest attainment. So it is only from this limitation that there has been so much talk about the peace being the highest possibility. But for someone seeking his ultimate nature, peace is only the beginning and it is not the ultimate goal. So according to yoga, the chakras are center points of energy, center points of thoughts, feelings, and the physical body. And according to the yogic teachers, the chakras determine how people experience a reality through emotional reactions, desires, or aversions, the levels of confidence or fear, and even the physical symptoms and the effects. So when the energy becomes blocked in a chakra or the energy levels are not adequate, it triggers physical, mental, or emotional imbalances pertaining to or connected with the organs that it pertains to. So that again manifests in the symptoms such as anxiety, lethargy, or poor digestion. So the overall philosophy of yoga again is about connecting the mind, body, and spirit. So we know that there are 6 branches of yoga. Each branch of yoga represents a different focus and a set of characteristics. And the 6 yoga branches or the Hatha Yoga connected with the body and mind, the physical and mental status. Raja Yoga connected with the meditation and a series of disciplinary steps involving the 8 limbs of yoga. And the Karma Yoga, it aims to create a future free from the negativity and selfishness. Bhakti Yoga aims to establish a path of devotion, a positive way to channel the emotions, streamline and channel the emotions and cultivate the acceptance and tolerance. And Jnana Yoga is the path for developing the intellect through study. Tantra Yoga is the pathway for improving the relationship. So practicing the asanas, this is very important. Practicing the asanas, which means the physical poses in the Hatha Yoga, it helps to free the energy in chakras and it stimulates an imbalanced chakra. So this is what we have to see to balance the energy levels in the chakra. Thank you.